Hey guys, and welcome back to another video with me. I hope you're all doing well and having a wonderful day today. In this video, I would really like to talk to you guys about taking revenge, and is it a good idea? Is it worth it? Should you do it? And also about the spiritual side of things, and if taking revenge will affect your karma. I will share my personal experiences with you and what I did about it and the choices I made and how it has impacted my life, and of course for the sole purpose of helping you on your journey and if you are going through something difficult. So let's begin. But before we start, please help me to subscribe to my channel and to give this video a thumbs up. So without further ado, let's just begin. To start with, I just want to give you a little bit of background about a part of me and my character. I've never been somebody who is confrontational. I hate confronting people, especially in difficult situations. And I think mainly because I'm really scared of their reaction. I'm scared of what they can do to me if I anger them or make them upset. And at the time as well, I didn't know how to create boundaries for myself. I didn't know how to protect myself and stand my ground. I was pretty much an open book. And I would take things personally. I would let things get to me really easily. Anyways, I've never believed in taking revenge or retaliation. I find that to be a really negative thing, and it doesn't solve anything, usually because you are, when you take revenge, you're adding more fuel to the fire. You are lengthening the process of the problem, which can be solved, in a different way. And pretty much you are making the situation worse because you're just going back and forth fighting and taking revenge on each other. I will share with you the first time that I really had vengeful thoughts and thought about taking revenge was when I was going through the worst time of my life and through the worst pain of my life. That was when I was going through my divorce. I was betrayed throughout my marriage, throughout my pregnancy, and even when my son was in hospital. With that going on, people would accuse me for things that I didn't do, and some of them would cut me out of their lives for no reason. People who I thought would be there for me wanted nothing to do with me. Some of them who I thought would be there for me would not even send me a single text message, whilst knowing that I was going through the worst time of my life, especially with my baby in hospital, in ICU, on life support. I did not get a single message of support from the people that I thought would be there for me, who I thought were family to me. They said horrible and mean things to me, and most of which were not true. And I hate being accused for things that I have nothing to do with. It was really difficult. I felt like the pain was just piling on top of each other. Every day something would hurt me, and it was just building up, and I couldn't take it. The pain was just unimaginable. It was unreal to suffer that way. People who hurt me, I've never done anything to them, nothing. And I gave them everything, every single part of me, my heart, my soul. They have never appreciated it. So that's just an overview of the pain that I went through. And I see now why people would do it, because the pain is so immense, it's so strong, and you're just unable to control the emotions that are within you. And I feel like when you're carrying that amount of pain, you want to unload that pain onto someone else. You want to unload it especially to the people who hurt you, and you want them to feel what you're feeling. You want them to know what you're going through. You just want to scream in their faces, look what you're doing to me, stop hurting me, you're hurting me. Why can't you stop doing what you're doing and do something to make me feel better? Why are you not changing your behavior and still continuing to hurt me this way? I've been there, trust me, and I really wanted the people to hurt me to feel what I was going through, to feel my pain and suffering, so that they would stop what they were doing and that they would understand how much pain they were causing. Because they were all ignoring me as if I didn't exist, and they would, you know, turn a blind eye to the pain that I was going through. And it was so difficult for me because no matter what I did, no matter how I tried to get it into their heads that they were hurting me, they could not see it at all. It was honestly like talking to a brick wall, like nothing would get through. And trying to make them see what they were putting me through only ended up me almost destroying myself. It was a never-ending process. I had to realize at the end of the day that they were never going to get it. So I look back and I see now that I had wasted so much time trying to get through to the people who are on a different level to me in terms of loving kindness, compassion, empathy. And that's when I realized that with these people, there was absolutely no point in taking revenge. Even if I did, they would still not get it, they would still not understand, and they wouldn't change because they're still so far off from you know, being able to comprehend who they are and how they are affecting other people with their actions and their behavior. I feel like they still have, you know, a long way to go. You know, if I did take revenge, who knows, today I might be suffering the consequences. There might be repercussions today. I have my baby boy to think about. I have my family to think about. People that I was dealing with in the past, at the time they were really unstable and unpredictable, and of course I was, you know, scared not only for myself but for the people around me. Now I know I took the highest road possible, that I was the bigger person and that I was the better person by not doing something that I would have regretted, by not taking revenge, because taking revenge would only bring me down to their level, and there was no way on earth that I would ever do that. I want to work my way upwards, not downwards. And you know, from my experience, I look back and I know that I was so much stronger and wiser than I ever thought I could be, and by not hurting people who hurt me. It's not a weakness for, you know, being able to walk away and work on yourself. I was putting myself first and my family and my baby boy first. So should you take revenge? I think you can guess the answer. That is no. No. Don't do it. It won't do you any good, nor will it change anything that has already been done. We can't change the past. We can't go back and alter the past and hoping that things will be different today. We just can't do that. And you know what? You're only putting more energy into something that isn't for your highest good, that is only bringing you down and will only bring you down to the level of those who have hurt you. You're only feeding more energy into something that is so negative, when really you should be focusing on yourself and on your healing journey and moving forward and finding, you know, your happiness again. So remember that vengeful thoughts are only poison to the mind and to the body. You already have so much on your plate to work on. You already have so much to deal with, and I feel like, you know, if you take revenge, that's just adding more to your plate, that's adding more karma. So if you are thinking whether taking revenge will affect your karma, yes it will, of course it will. Everything you put out will come back to you, remember that. I don't know if you watched my last video, but I explain a bit about that. And you know, taking revenge is a negative energy, and putting yourself through that will only attract more negativity to you, and it will be hard for you to move on if you're stuck in this whole pattern of having vengeful thoughts, and you know, you're so focused on the past when you should really be focusing on the present and about moving forward and looking after yourself. We have to try and let all the vengeful thoughts go and all the negativity go. Being vengeful is a negative emotion, and if you watch my last video, I talk about how, you know, energy flows where the mind goes. So every word, thought, action, emotion that comes out of you will be projected out there to the universe and will come back to you somehow. Every second of the day, every thought that you have, you are manifesting what is to come in your future. So I want you to really believe that taking revenge is not an option to you. Just get that out of your head right now, today. Just don't even think about it. Just stop. I know you are going through a lot of pain and you're very hurt, and you want the people who hurt you to feel what you're going through, but there is no point, because at the end of the day, they are the ones that have to change. There's nothing you can do to change them unless they want to change themselves. So stop wasting time and your precious energy. Make an effort to do this, because having vengeful thoughts will only slow down your healing process. It is extra weight you're carrying on your shoulders, which you don't need. Don't be stuck in this cycle of hatred and anger, which will only fester inside of you and it will just eat you alive. I want you to know that this is a temporary phase in your life. You will get through whatever you're going through right now. The anger and the hatred will go away, and you know, in the future you will look back and you won't feel the same emotions that you feel today. So don't do anything that you will regret, and you know, you never know, there might be consequences and you might be dealing with repercussions that you do not want to deal with in the future when you are already, you know, halfway through your healing journey and you're feeling really good, and then something comes up because of what you did in the past. So just be very, very mindful with your actions and with what you do. So the best thing you can do and the bravest thing you can do is to have the strength to just let it go. So I wrote about this in my blog before, a while ago, and if you want to read it, I'll put the link down below so that you can have a read, because I find that sometimes I have a bit of different information on my videos and on my blog posts, and usually my blog posts, my written blog posts, are a bit more detailed because I can spend more time, you know, really writing them out, whereas the video, it's more just what comes through me. And so yeah, so I printed it out and I just want to go through quickly, like, just the points that I think is really, really useful and will help you. So point 1, remember that revenge is fruitless and it will delay your healing process and will generate unwanted karma. Point 2, understand that what you're feeling right now is temporary and taking revenge will only cause regret in the future. And point 3, know that taking revenge doesn't change the past, nor will it help you, anyone else, or any situation. Point 4, direct all your focus on healing yourself and on moving forward. So point 5, push all negative thoughts away. As soon as it comes up, focus on the present and only on positive thought. And point 6, release the hate and anger inside of you. It is futile to keep these emotions within you. It's okay to have these emotions, just an extra note, it's okay to have emotions that come up, it's fine, but don't let it linger, don't let it fester. Try and do something about it and release the negative emotions. 7, so learn to have compassion for yourself and those who hurt you. Having compassion doesn't justify that what they did was right, and this is also the whole thing with forgiveness as well. Forgiving somebody doesn't mean that what they did was okay. You are, you know, by forgiving yourself, you are committing to letting go and having that emotional freedom that you need for your healing journey. And so observe from afar why they are hurting people in the first place. Most of the time it is because they need deep healing themselves. So a lot of the people who hurt you today, bullies, people who are mean and cruel, they have a long way to go in their healing journey, and just remember that they are on a different level to you. So point 8, learn to forgive. This is a hard one. It was hard for me. And through forgiveness, you release the binds of your past and you can finally attain the inner peace you deserve. And the last point, practice gratitude. And being grateful invites more blessings and abundance into your life. I know there's a lot to take in, but just take whatever you need today, whatever resonates with you. Don't overwhelm yourself with all of this information. Just take what you need. And yeah, what is the best form of revenge? And I say revenge in inverted commas because you're not really taking revenge. And for me, the best way to get back at what happened to you is to live the best life possible, is to be happy. Happiness is the best revenge. Success is the best revenge. Use your use your pain. And I know it's hard to imagine it right now, but that's what I did with my pain. I turned it into something productive. I used it to push me to do things that I had never done before, and to really push me out of my comfort zone, and to do things that I've always wanted to do but I couldn't do in the past. I used all the negativity and the hurt to really motivate me to succeed and to really work on myself and to be the best version of myself. And I hope that you would do the same with yourself. You are your number one priority, and I will say this so many times, life is just way too short to be focusing on the past and on the things that had happened to you. It is hard to let go, but you can do it. it takes time. I hope that you can, you know, focus on becoming the best version of yourself. Make sure that you only let love and peace and compassion occupy your mind, and positive thoughts. Don't let anything else come through. They will come through, but learn to let go and just focus on the positivity and on the good things that are coming, because then that way you're only attracting more of it to you. And going back to karma, this was something that I studied, you know, in my spiritual journey, and I know it exists, and I know it's there, and I know for a fact that we don't need to interfere. The best thing you can do is to surrender to the universe. Let the universe do its thing, work its magic. Don't expect things to happen to them, because it doesn't matter anymore. You are focused on yourself and on your journey. And I can tell you now that I didn't need an apology. Pretty much today I've still had 0 apologies. You don't need an apology to move on. You don't need an apology to, you know, be happy, and you don't need to take revenge to be happy. I think at the end of the day, you know, as you grow more compassionate and loving through your spiritual journey, you will come to regret doing, you know, hurtful things to others. No matter who they are. Just focus on your journey, and just focus on you and what you want to do in your life. You know, you have this opportunity and this chance to make something of yourself, and to really grow and grow higher and better and stronger and wiser than ever before. Finding your happiness will be the best revenge that you can ever do. But just remember that whatever you do in your journey, just as long as you're not hurting anyone, you are doing okay. Yeah, so that's pretty much what I wanted to talk about today. And yeah, I just hope that you understand where I'm going with this, and that you just take what you need from this video, and don't stress too much about every single thing that I've said. I hope that you will, you know, choose to live your best life, and that you will do what it takes to put yourself first and to work on yourself. If you are curious about reading my blog post, just go ahead and to my website and to read my blog. Thank you so much for watching, and remember to be positive, stay positive. You can get through it, whatever you're going through. The universe loves you and is supporting you every single day. Watch out for the signs and the messages, and I love you. I am here for you, and I will support you with whatever you're going through, and I will see you in my next video. I can't wait. Bye. So guys, this is Rocky, and he is a Chihuahua, if you can't tell. And with this coloring they say blue Chihuahua, because you can see a bit of a bluey grey tinge to him. My husband was like, oh, why don't you, you know, spruce up your videos and put the dogs in it. So I can put Rocky in for this one, and next time I will show you Echo, our pug. Echo's a bit heavier to carry though. But yeah, isn't he cute? Rocky is 5 years old in April. He has the same birthday, pretty much same birthday as my husband. He's so cute. I love Chihuahuas. I wish I could have more, but maybe next time. Okay, say bye-bye. Bye. Bye-bye. He loves me, I promise you. He follows me everywhere. Okay, you're too bright. Okay, for real this time. Bye-bye.